Right, guys, this is Sid. I am live on Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube. I keep saying I keep saying Facebook because I'm so used to doing it on Facebook. Okay, right. So today's topic is a science one. So we're looking at science today. We rotate around science, art, and maths. So we did what was yesterday? Yesterday was, I forgot what we did. It was maths yesterday, wasn't it? I can't remember what we did, but we did art and maths earlier in the week, and we're doing science today. So those of you that are joining for the first time, this is Sid. Welcome to my channel, and today we're doing a live session on reflections. Now, what you're going to be needing for today's session is a ruler. You're going to need a piece of paper. You're going to need a pencil and some felt tip pens. And if you've got access to a mirror, no, I don't, but I've got a special mirror that I'm going to be showing you in a second. But we're going to need a mirror as well. And if you're watching, I'm just going to log into YouTube so I can see, because I can't see your comments on my screen. So if you're joining for the first time, say hi, guys, and I'll give you guys a shout out. So we'll see what we're going to be learning today. So today's session is about reflection. So we're going to start off with some theory. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I've got on here. So today's session, we're going to start off with some theory about learning what reflections actually look like. And then what we're going to do is do an experiment to see what it looks like. So let's have a think about reflections first of all. So on here, I'm going to draw for you a mirror. So in science, the way that we tend to draw mirrors is a straight line down, and then we have little lines coming at an angle, and this represents a mirror, because scientists are lazy. They don't like actually drawing objects the way that they really look like. So this is how they draw them. We're going to have, and this is our mirror. And then we're going to do this on our piece of paper a bit later. Oh, that line's gone wandering. So let's draw that like this. And this is how you would draw a mirror line at GCSE level. Oh, we've got loads of people joining in. Brianna's saying hi. Simon's saying hi from Oman and Hannah. Caitlin's saying hi. Sierra's saying hi. Brianna's asking, do we need a mirror, a pencil, and colours, and a roller and a pepper? I think you need a mirror, pencil. What else did I say? Ruler and some felt pens. So here what we're going to do is label this, and this is going to be my mirror. Okay, so this is my mirror. Now, if you've got a mirror in front of you, have a look. When you look at the mirror, what do you see? You're going to see your own reflection back. Now, have you ever wondered how that works? Because when you look at the mirror, you actually see yourself on the other side of the mirror, or so it seems. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to draw a person. Okay, so imagine this is you looking, I've got a long neck. Let's make that neck a bit shorter. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to have a short neck. Okay, and there's a stick person of me. I've just realized I'm floating in thin air. I was trying to make the legs longer to reach the floor, but they're not going to reach the floor. Amina saying hi. Muhammad Yusuf saying hi. Hi, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do share so other people can watch as well. If you're on Facebook, share it across to Facebook. So let's see how mirrors actually work. So I'm going to change my color, and I'm going to pick, let's pick blue. And I'm going to draw what's happening to the light. So light is traveling in straight lines. Okay, light doesn't bend around corners. We know it travels in straight lines because we see shadows. So what's happening is that the light from your shoe, because remember, the sunlight or the bulb or whatever it is that's lighting up your house, the light is coming up to you and bouncing away. Okay, so light is hitting your shoe, and then the light is going to bounce away from your shoe. So I'm going to draw here a line coming out and touching the mirror. Okay, so it's a line coming out touching the mirror, and what happens, we're not going to look at the angle so much today, but the angle needs to be roughly the same. So what happens is that line bounces, hits the mirror, and then goes into your eye. So I'm going to draw some little lines to show you the direction that the light's traveling. Okay, now ages ago, scientists used to think in the olden times that light actually came from your eyes and it hit objects. They almost thought that you were laser beam died, but it's not like that. You have light entering your eyes from different objects. So when you've got a mirror in front of you, what's going to happen is that the light's going to come from the object, so from your foot in this case, hit the mirror line, and then it's going to hit your eye. Okay, so then it goes into our eye. But why is it that our feet look like that they're on the other side of the mirror? Now, if you are to extend this line onto the other side, so what I'm going to do is to extend this line. We're going to do this on paper in a second. Let's extend this line to the other side. Okay, now what we're going to do is do the same for the top of the head. So what's happening is the top of the head is hitting the mirror, and then it's going to come and hit our eyes. So our eyes are about there. Okay, now if I were to then extend this backwards, it would go something like this. Now, obviously, I'm not measuring and taking any angle, so it's not going to look accurate for anyone that's watching that's a physicist and is like, there's no accuracy in there. It's just a sketch. Okay, so we have now got a person on this side. There's your eye of the person. Oh, that's not an eye. That looks like a weird slit. We've got an eye of the person there. So the light's going in from two directions. It's going in from the foot, and it's coming from the head and going into the eye there. Okay, now on the other side of the mirror, what we are seeing is the head of the person. So you need to draw a reflection now. Can you draw the same thing on the other side? So we're going to have someone's foot. My images look completely different. Okay, and it looks like there's a person on the other side of the mirror. Okay, and it's because of the way that these lines, that these light lines, these light waves are hitting the mirror and coming into our eyes. Now this effect, this reflection effect, can have lots of different effects. So I'm going to show you an example of one. So what I'm going to do now is, if I can do this, I'm going to come back to my screen and I'm going to share for you now the experiment that I've got set up here. Okay, and we're going to see what you guys can see. So let's see if I can share my second camera. Ooh, are you ready for this? So this is a cool experiment. There we go. Okay, so I've got this set up here. This is called a myroscope, and a myroscope works with mirrors. Now, if you have a look, can you see the pom-pom there? It looks like a really cool pom-pom, except it's not actually there. This is all mirror. This is all reflections. And watch this. Where is the pom-pom? Okay, so I've done this experiment loads of times when we do events, when we do stalls, and people get really excited, even the adults do, because there is no pom-pom. It looks like a hologram. I can put my fingers through it. And what's happening is this is working through mirrors. So you can see here, there's a pom-pom in the middle. This is real. I can pick that up. Okay. But if I put this back over, it looks like the pom-pom's up here, and it's really not. Okay. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be drawing what's happening in this particular mirror. Okay. So I'm going to be, if you've just joined in, we're looking at reflection. Now I'm going to move this camera up so then we can actually do some work on the table. I'm going to show you what's happening inside of that myroscope. It is really cool. So we've got a couple of new people that have joined. We've got Sakiba's watching, brilliant. We've got loads of new people watching. Thank you for tuning in. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to share with you my screen again, and we've got our piece of paper. We're going to show you how this is working. Okay, so we've already done, we're going to do two diagrams. So with your piece of paper and your ruler, we're going to first of all draw the man that we had drawn on screen. Okay, so on this side of the paper, we're going to draw a straight line. So this is what you guys are going to be doing. Submit your work in by 6 o'clock this evening, and I'll pick the best ones to go into the submission video. Okay, if you haven't been watching the submission videos, you need to go back through YouTube. I've put loads of videos up. Okay, guys. So what is this line over here representing? Well, that's going to be our mirror line. So I'm going to grab some colors now. I'm going to write here, and you can use all sorts of colors if you like. Mirror. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to draw now a person, and you can go extravagant with the person, because the one that I drew on screen was just a stick person. I can draw someone with hair as well now. So I've got my eye, my nose looks like a beak, and I want your people to look really cool, guys. So color them in, give them some clothes. Mine is wearing a dress, but it looks like a long shirt instead. Let's put a little bow in there. And you can add some color. Let's give the person some hands. Right, so that's your mirror line. And we've got our person. So Caitlin's asking, what do we write on the paper? Well, you're going to be doing this now. So you've got stuff to do now on your paper. And you can start drawing. Look at you guys all getting excited. So you need to send in your pictures by 6 p.m. tonight. So we've got a person. Now the person's looking at the mirror. We're going to draw what the mirror lines are going to look like. Now I want you to use a ruler for this to get nice straight lines. Now you have to make sure that when you're drawing your line to the mirror, it looks like the same sort of distance away from the eye. You can't draw it here and coming up there, okay? It needs to be the same sort of distance, so halfway. So halfway is roughly between the eye, between the eye and the foot is roughly about there. Okay, so when we draw our lines, what color shall I do? I'm going to draw a green line. When I draw that green line is going to go from my foot to the mirror. So I'm going to draw that there. And then from the mirror to the eye. So we're going to draw that there. And that looks roughly central. So the arrow is going to go from here to here. So guys, be accurate with your arrows. I have been looking through the work that you submit, and I generally check that you've done it correctly before I include it in the videos. So make sure that you're following the instructions. Let's pick another color. I want another color. What color do I have here? I've got a different type of green here. Okay, so what we're going to do here now is to do the same with the head. So the head is roughly about, let's use my pencil. The head is roughly about here. And my eyes are here, so it's going to hit the screen halfway between the head and the eyes. So I'm going to draw a line going that way. The colors are really similar, the two greens, and then it's going to come out here like that. And the arrows, it's going to come from the head, so the light's coming from the head, and it's going to go towards the eyes. Okay, and you can color this person in, make them nice and colorful. Now we're going to see what happens onto the other side. Now I suggest you use your pencil to start off with first. So these are the lines that we're going to extend. You extend the lines that are going towards the eye, okay? So I put that ruler on there and I extend that line on the other side of the mirror. And I do that the same thing with the one going into your eye. So extend that. Ooh. This is a hard bit now. You have to draw a reflection of that. Now, if you've got a mirror, you might want to put a mirror here and you can see what the person's going to look like on the other side, and then you'll be able to draw that person. I'm going to have a quick sketch first of all before I go over it in pen. So let's do a quick sketch. And then I'll go over it in pen in my quick video. But you guys can spend your time drawing that sketch and making it look nice and cool. Okay, so it's a quick sketch and I'll fill that in later. Right, now let's have a quick look at what's happening in this thing. Okay, so now this is shaped circular, well, half a circle. So what we're going to be drawing, your mirror line now is going to be like this. Okay, so I'm going to draw little lines to represent that this is actually a mirror. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like initially. Now what's happening, my object is placed down here. That is my object. And we also have another mirror up here. And there's a hole up there. Okay, so this is also a mirror, and that goes on top. So we're going to draw that on there. I'm going to draw that on there. Okay, so what's happening with this, the light is approaching this, but it's coming off this, and somehow it's reaching the top. So let's see what's happening. I'm going to do this in pencil because it gets complex. So I'm going to do 2 lines to start off with. We're going to do 1 line coming off there. It's going to hit that mirror. Now when it hits the top mirror, that reflection line is going to come down. It's going to go down there, and then it's going to come out. So it's going to come up here. And the same happens on the other side. So the reflection line hits here, it comes down and hits down, and then it comes up. So this is a lot more complex. But what it does, it gives you an illusion that there's an object up here when there really isn't. So the way that these lines are moving, it's that way. So it's going down, coming up. This is going. So this is a lot more complex. So see if you can figure out how to do this, and I'd be really impressed. Okay, so this is today's session. Once you're done, make sure you write your name on there. And today's hashtag is Science with Sid. We've got a science session. But back to art tomorrow. So tomorrow, 3:30 is art, and we'll be doing some art stuff. But if you've enjoyed today, give this a like, give the video a like, comment, and share the video as well so other people can benefit, and submit your drawings in by 6 p.m. tonight. So either you can message me on workshops@femtinos.com, or you can Facebook tag me as well, and some people WhatsApp me as well. Okay, so send that through and I'll include those in the submissions. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today. A very quick look at a very difficult topic. Okay, this is all GCSE content, so good luck with your drawings, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some art. Bye. Bye, guys.